Trump is on a pardoning spree. Reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley walked out of federal prison last night after receiving full presidential pardons. Now, the Chrisleys were serving prison time after being found guilty for fraud and tax evasion. They join a wave of people who've had their convictions or sentences erased, including former Republican Congressman Michael Grimm, former Virginia Sheriff Scott Jenkins, and former Connecticut Governor John Rowland. CBS News Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us from our Washington bureau with more on this. Good morning, Scott. So why is President Trump pardoning these specific people?
And there's two answers to that question. First of all, the connective tissue between these cases is these people being pardoned or their family members are ardent Trump supporters, devoted Trump supporters. The Chrisleys, their daughter, spoke at last year's Republican National Convention. That Virginia sheriff you see, second from the left, Scott Jenkins, a loyal MAGA supporter, visited the White House during the first Trump term and was a campaign extension for the president in Virginia. Michael Grimm, Republican from Staten Island. The second reason is a bit more broad, Errol. The president has argued the Department of Justice was weaponized during the Biden administration and that some of those prosecutions were an overreach by federal prosecutors. He had made that argument consistently when defending the pardons of 1,500-plus January 6th Capitol rioters. But we'll note, Errol, those prosecutions were launched by the Department of Justice during the final weeks of the first Trump administration.
Scott, there's one other big headline I want to throw your way, and that's a federal judge ruling that one of the grounds used to justify the deportation of pro-Palestinian activist Mahmoud Khalil is likely unconstitutional. What more can you tell us about that?
This is a partial victory for Mahmoud Khalil. This 100-plus page opinion from the court says that the argument the administration was making to hold and deport Khalil was not likely to succeed moving forward, that this argument that he was a national security threat or a risk to U.S. foreign policy was an overreach. But, Errol, the judge did not release Khalil. That matter still has to be tended to in the coming days or weeks. What's more, the judge did not rule on the First Amendment claim Khalil is making of freedom of speech in America. So there's more to be hashed out there. But this is on a bad trajectory for the Trump administration for this would-be deportation of a former college student and the others that are queued up across the country.
All right, Scott, thank you very much.